Well, comrades, they're right in it. You have the EU referendum and all people do is talk about bigotry, you know, national oppression. No, it's a pleasure and a privilege to represent the National Shop Stewards Network here, and I'm equally proud and privileged that Ronnie and Kumaran will be speaking on the platform of our national conference, our 10th annual conference on Saturday as well, alongside hundreds of other union reps and activists. And I'd like to say there's a transport that we linked up with the Bakers Union going down from Leicester. If you want to come along, then see George or Michael and book your place onto that and other places as well. The reason why this is really important is because the trade union movement is only going to survive in places like this, these non-union places. This is where we have to build the trade union movement. And you have to laugh, we heard a lot, didn't we, in the last couple of months about the EU referendum. I'm not going to talk so much about that today, but we were told that we have to remain because it's the only way to keep workers' rights. Well, Kumaran was sacked when we were in the European Union. He was sacked under the legislation that is out there. The legislation and the bosses that want to keep trade unions out of sites like this because they see trade union rights as an illness, as an infection, because they don't want us to give ideas that they're bussing agency workers in today past this protest. I just hope that some of those agency workers will have looked out of the bus, saw this protest and think, I wonder what a trade union is all about. Well, I tell you what, this is a trade union that we should all be proud of. This is a trade unionist that we should all be proud of. And this is a trade union movement that we are going to build, that we are not going to stop the likes of Samworths and the likes of those employers stopping us from building. We have to do whatever we got to do to get Kumaran's job back, just like the trade union movement got Candy Edwin's job back last year, John Vasey's job back, and many others who have been victimised over the last few years, and I include myself in that as well. See, we don't just want Kumaran's job back. That will be an incredible achievement that we want. We also want those workers on the proper rates of pay. We want workers on permanent contracts. We want them on the entitlement that they deserve. But we also want a trade union in that place. We want the Bakers Union representing workers as well. I'm just going to finish with this thought. Because of the events that are taking place, I know Richard is going to speak, and I will say this: the National Shop Stewards Network is an industrial organisation representing rank and file trade unionists. But Richard, we stand alongside the likes of yourself and Jeremy and John against the absolutely scandalous counter-revolution. Isn't it a scandal that the Tories are imploding before our very eyes? And that is the coup for the agents of the Tories, the Blairites, and attacking Jeremy, John and Richard and the like of them as well. Let me give you some confidence. You speak for the majority of ordinary people, the majority of trade unionists that want to fight back and are fighting back. You see, a week Tuesday, 300,000 NUT members are going to take national strike action. They're going to be joined by tens of thousands of lecturers that are going to take in strike action. The trade union movement and Jeremy should get together and tell this government that there should be a general election to get them out. And I'll go further. Osborne has told us that Brexit would mean a new emergency austerity budget. If he tries to pass a new austerity budget, there should be a general election and the union should organise a 24-hour general strike against that budget to bring these government down. Solidarity to the Bakers Union, solidarity to Kumaran, solidarity, comrades. Cheers, comrades.